Okay. Have you ever been to the naughty room? And I'm not talking 50 Shades of Grey, so if that's what you were thinking when you clicked on the video, sorry to disappoint you. I am talking about the naughty room on a cruise ship. And today I'm going to tell you all about this naughty room and how you can avoid paying it a visit. So if that sounds interesting to you, please keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Kim with Freshly Squeezed Travels. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope wherever you are in the world, you are having a splendid day. And I just realized that this is my second video with a bit of a naughty theme, which is a little odd. So if you do see my mom, please do not tell her that I am making naughty videos for the internet, because I think she might be a little disturbed by that. What is a naughty room? What the heck is it? First, just know it is not a technical term for a part of a ship. It is a slang term that is commonly used by cruisers to describe the area or the room where security keeps your luggage that is not allowed on board. Now, when I'm going to be talking about these items that are not allowed, please know that these are just general guidelines that most cruise lines adhere to. Every cruise line is a little bit different, so if you're ever curious as to whether a certain item is allowed on board, go to the cruise line's website or give them a call. So first, how will you know if your luggage is in the naughty room? Well, the answer is you might not. Your luggage might just not show up to your cabin. And then eventually you'll talk to your stateroom attendant and he or she will tell you to go check with security. Or you may be notified. You may receive some sort of notification that you need to come down to the naughty room and discuss with them what they found in your bag. Most of the time, you will get your belonging back at the end of the cruise, but other times you will not. Liquor is a very good example. If you are bringing liquor that is not allowed on a cruise ship, you will most likely not get it back at the end. So while we're talking about booze, that is probably the number one reason why people get called to the naughty room. Most cruise lines do not allow you to bring liquor on board. And if security finds it or suspects that there is a liquid that they can't identify, that it might be alcohol, they will call you down to security so that you can clarify the issue. This is my life. Okay, Bimini. Geez Louise. Now, there are some exceptions. Royal Caribbean and Disney Cruise Line, for example, they will allow you to bring a certain amount of wine or champagne on board, but it should not be in your checked baggage. And that is actually one of the main reasons why people do get called to security. It's because they are bringing the alcohol that they are allowed to bring, but they mistakenly put it in their checked luggage instead of keeping it with them in their carry-ons. So just know, if you are planning to bring allowed wine or champagne on board, always keep it in your carry-on. Do not put it in your checked baggage, or you may be paying the naughty room a visit. On the same note, a lot of times security will just see a liquid in your bag that they can't identify. Maybe you poured your toiletries into different containers or something. So there's just simply a liquid that they do not know what it is. If they suspect it is something that is not allowed on board, you may have to go down and talk to security. Now let's talk about the most common items cruisers bring on board that are not allowed. Number one is clothes irons. Clothes irons are not allowed on cruise ships because they are a fire hazard. So you may be asking, well, how do I get rid of the wrinkles in my clothes? I use a wrinkle release spray, and then I simply hang my garments in the bathroom while I shower, and it works pretty well. A lot of cruise lines also have laundry services, including pressing services. So if you want to pay for that, that's another option for you. But just know you cannot bring clothes irons on board. You can bring curling irons and flat irons for your hair, but you cannot bring clothes irons on board. And while we're on the subject of laundry, bleach is not allowed to be brought on board. Maybe you think you're going to do some laundry or in case you have a stain, but just be aware that bleach is prohibited by cruise lines. Another very common item that gets cruisers called to security is extension cords and power strips with surge protection. They are not allowed for safety reasons. However, there is an option that you can bring without surge protection, one that I use, and I will just put an image on it. I got it on Amazon. It was like $12. I brought it on my last cruise on the Allure of the Seas. It worked great, and it is allowed on board. Another item that is not allowed is heating pads. I know that is a very common item, and you may be thinking you just want to get toasty warm in your bed, or maybe you're having some sort of back issue or something, but heating pads are not allowed. Along the same vein, household appliances are typically not allowed on board. I've heard of people bringing on coffee makers, tea kettles, even rice cookers, blenders, things like that will get you flagged by security, and you will have to go down and pay the naughty room a visit. Candles are another very common item confiscated by cruise line security. Candles are not allowed simply because they are a fire hazard. Incense is also not allowed. You can bring lighters, regular lighters, but torch lighters, those may be flagged by security. Pepper spray is another item that may be withheld. I know a lot of people carry pepper spray or mace or something like that for personal protection, but don't bring it along on the cruise because it may be withheld by security. Another common item security finds in luggage are knives. I think they mean mainly knives for scuba diving purposes. Otherwise, I'm not really sure why you'd be bringing a knife on board. But just know that if you are a scuba diver and you do have a diving knife, you can ask security if they can hold it for you until your excursion. And a lot of times they will. It's not guaranteed, but that is one option that you have. But in general, large knives are not allowed. Speaking of sharp objects, scissors are another common item withheld by security. You can have small scissors like small grooming scissors, but the general rule in the industry is that scissors cannot be longer than 4 inches. One of the reasons I wanted to point this out is because I know a lot of people enjoy scrapbooking. My mother actually loves scrapbooking. So just be aware if you are bringing your scrapbooking scissors along that it might not be allowed. And now we're going to move on to a couple items that I didn't know were banned by cruises. One is baby monitors. I guess I can kind of see the reasoning why you might bring a baby monitor on board. I guess the baby's taking a nap and you're going to go out by the pool. I don't know. Never occurred to me. But baby monitors are not allowed, so your little ones are going to have to stay with you. And this one really surprised me. CBD oil and CBD products are not allowed on most cruise lines. That is something I wasn't aware of, but just know that you cannot bring any CBD product on the cruise. And that's it. I hope you learned something today. And if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing. I do lots of cruise videos and I do Disney videos, and I would love to have you as part of my traveling party. Until next time, I hope you have happy and safe travels. Thank you so much for watching. On tea kettles, hot plates. Emily, can I help you, honey? Come on. What do you do? Okay, do you want to go out? Go on. Go on. Out. Out. Thank you, honey. Jeez Louise.